Okay, I want to cover a couple other things here. Saltwater stuff, and how to protect your engines, your jet units that are protruding out here in the back. I trailer my boat. I don't like sitting it in the salt water. Eats everything. Doesn't matter what it is, going to eat everything. But here's one thing that I've learned, talking to some mechanics at some of the dealerships, this and that, on different ways to protect it. Obviously, clean the crap out of it. I use a product called Salt Terminator, and it's made by CRC. Amazon is by far the cheapest you could get it. Ranges anywhere from like 24 to 27 bucks a gallon. You can buy like a little flow thing you put on your hose. It kind of mixes it for you. That's made by the same company. Don't get it. Junk, falls apart, leaks. You end up losing more of the product. Just mix it in water like you're going to regularly wash your boat. The stuff just dissolves the salt. Doesn't just wash it off, it actually dissolves it. So it's really good stuff, worth the money. But specifically the jet units, the jet pump units sticking out of the back of the boat. This is what I worry about the most when leaving it in water if I ever have to. So clean the heck out of it, obviously. Now, here's what I learned. Yamaha Lube's got this stuff. It's called chain wax, chain lube. It's a paraffin-based deal, and it's for off-road chains like motorcycles, things of that nature. It's exactly what it says. It's a paraffin wax, and I don't know if you can see in the video, but it's kind of got like a. Here, I'll spray it. It leaves like a brownish tint to it. But when this stuff dries, it's just like a coating of wax. So it helps put a little protective film over top of the all these aluminum parts. And I spray everything. I don't care what it is. I don't discriminate. If it can be eaten by salt, I'm spraying it. So this stuff is a little pricey. I think it was like 10 or 11 bucks a can, but it lasts a while. You don't have to spray it every time you come out of the salt water. Obviously you wash it every time, but once the blue or once that brown tint starts to fade a little bit, go back to the normal gray of the aluminum, spray it again, clean it real good, spray it again, and that goes for both. You'll see it's sticky if you try to mess with it. Most dealers don't ever give you that kind of information. I had a dealer here in Florida who said, man, this is the greatest thing in the world, coat it. If you do that every time, it's great. That and fogging oil. Obviously fogging oil, you can find a bunch of videos out there on how to fog your engine. I do this every time I come out of salt water. Run the engines, spray it in the air intake, just remove that air intake hose, spray it in there. Engine's going to cut out a few times. It's going to bog out. You don't want to have it completely bog out. You want to spray it in there. Probably good 20, 25 times. Like little small spurts like that as the engine's idling, or you can give it a little bit of RPMs. But it gets a wax up into the fuel system, into the injectors and things of that nature, so that way you don't get salt water in there, nothing rusts. I recommend you do this after every time you use it, and that's even in fresh water. Doesn't matter. This is just good preventative maintenance. All right, and that's what I wanted to throw out there. I've spread this this technique to a lot of other guys when I go out on some of the islands off the coast of Florida. They ask how I protect it, and the chain wax, paraffin chain wax. I'm sure you can find it somewhere else from Yamaha, but this is the biggest can I found. And like I said, this is it's lasted me about 6 months, and I take my boat out at least once, twice a week. So, highly recommend this. Protect all the metal stuff underneath. Again, got any other techniques? Something we can spread out there? If you got any recommendations, questions, comments, please feel free to contact me. All right, happy boating.